In today's video, we're going to be talking about the best low-carb fruit you can eat on the keto diet. Now, if you are anything like me, when I was first considering starting the keto diet, the thought of giving up fruit was heart-wrenching. Because the keto diet is very low in carbohydrates and sugar, and a lot of modern-day fruit are high in sugar, people assume fruit is completely off the table. But the truth is that when you start a keto diet, you do not have to give up fruit entirely. There are fruits that are low in carbs and keto friendly, and there are even ways to consume higher carb fruits if you prepare correctly. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what fruits are low in carbs and best for the keto diet, and then we will talk about some tips on how to consume higher carb fruits once in a while as well. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where I share new posts every single day. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. For everything from websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that does it all. Head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate to start your free trial today. The topic of today is fruit and what fruits are best for the keto diet. As I said at the start, because the keto diet is very low in carbohydrates and sugar, it would seem that fruit doesn't really fit in. But there are some low sugar fruits that are suitable for the keto diet, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, when you are eating a keto diet, you usually want to stay under 50 grams of total carbohydrates per day. This is the average limit for most people that will allow you to remain in ketosis and be burning mainly fat. And I always suggest looking at total carbs and not net carbs. There are some loopholes that can allow certain carbs, such as the sugar alcohol maltitol, to be canceled out, when in reality, maltitol spikes blood sugar just as much as table sugar, definitely kicking you out of ketosis. Smart Sweets are another example of the net carb loophole. They are advertised as keto-friendly and low in sugar. One bag contains only 7 grams of net carbs, but a whopping 35 grams of total carbs. And although the net carbs seem keto-friendly, the blood sugar response to Smart Sweets is anything but. But the point is that total carbs are what matter. So we're going to start off today talking about the top 10 keto diet fruits, and then we will get into some sneaky tips on how you can enjoy high carb fruits occasionally as well. Number 10 is raspberries. Raspberries and berries in general are great to include on the keto diet. Berries tend to be lower in sugar and carbohydrates than tropical fruit. 1 cup of raspberries has 15 grams of total carbs. Number 9, blackberries. Blackberries are another berry that is very much keto friendly. 1 cup of blackberries has 14 grams of total carbs. Number 8, cherries. Cherries are in season in Australia now, and they are very much keto friendly. 1 cup of cherries with the pits still in has 13 grams of total carbs. Number 7, strawberries. And the last berry we are going to talk about today is the best of the bunch. 1 cup of strawberries has only 11 grams of total carbs per cup. Number 6, clementines. Clementines are another keto-friendly fruit that I don't see many people talking about. 1 whole clementine has only 9 grams of total carbs. Number 5, lemons. I often get asked about lemons and lemon water. Is it okay for keto and is it okay for intermittent fasting? The answer is yes. 1 whole lemon has only 8 grams of total carbs. And that is if you have the whole fruit. Most people are only having the juice and only having a half or a quarter at one time. Number 4, limes. We can't talk about lemons without mentioning limes. 1 whole lime has only 7 grams of total carbs. Number 3, coconut. And now we are moving into the fatty fruit. These are the absolute best to include on the keto diet because not only are they low in sugar and low in carbs, but they are also high in fat and contain a decent amount of electrolytes. 1 cup of shredded coconut contains 12 grams of total carbs. Now, I want to mention that you have to be careful when buying shredded coconut and coconut chips. A lot of brands will add sugar and other ingredients, so as much as you can, try to buy a brand that only has the ingredients of coconut and maybe some salt. Number 2, avocados. Avocados are the second best keto fruit. Avocados are a keto favorite, and not without good reason. One whole avocado has 17 grams of total carbs, and that might seem a little bit high compared to some of the other fruit on this list, but most people only have a half or even a quarter avocado at a time. And even if you do have the whole avocado, 17 grams of carbs is well under the 50-gram threshold. Avocados are also one of the best sources of potassium, which is sometimes hard to get on a keto diet, especially if you are sensitive to nuts. One whole avocado has almost 1,000 milligrams of potassium. And of course, the other reason that they are so beloved is because of the 29 grams of fat. Now, you may be surprised that avocados were not number 1 on my list. And while I do agree that avocados are awesome, there is one fruit that tops them. And at number 1, we have olives. Now, I'm talking all olives here. Kalamata, green olives, they're all very similar nutrition-wise. One singular large olive has only 0.3 grams of total carbs, with 1 cup having only 12 grams. Just like avocados, olives are also a great source of fat. And not only that, they're also extremely versatile. I love putting sliced olives in my omelets, and they're also great to put on salads to boost the fat content. Even just on their own, olives are amazing. And those are the top 10 best low-carb fruits for the keto diet. Now, before we get into some tips on how to incorporate some higher carb fruits into your diet, I want to make a quick note. Yes, fruits are okay to include on a keto diet, but they shouldn't be making up a significant portion of your calories. In general, fruit is pretty nutrient poor. With the exception of vitamin C and vitamin E, fruit does not offer us very much nutrition-wise. So it is important to not focus too much on fruit in your diet, and instead focus more on nutrient-dense foods such as eggs, grass-fed butter, and fatty fish. If you want to know more about all the foods you can include on keto and how to put together a keto meal without tracking, you can check out this video afterwards. But now let's talk about some strategies you can use if you do want to incorporate some higher carb fruits every once in a while. Now, there are a lot of fruits that do not fit the criteria for being keto friendly. Fruits such as bananas, apples, and mangoes. These fruits are higher in sugar and carbs and do not offer us much else in terms of nutrition. Yes, bananas do have a bit of potassium, but when compared gram for gram to avocados, avocados have 4 times the amount. But if you do feel like a banana occasionally, that's okay. One banana is not going to derail your progress and necessarily kick you out of ketosis if you follow the steps I'm about to outline. The problem with high sugar fruit is that without fat and protein, it spikes blood sugar significantly. When blood sugar spikes, insulin is released, and insulin stops fat burning. This is because when our body has energy in the form of sugar in the bloodstream, it doesn't need to burn fat for energy. It would rather use the sugar and get it out of the bloodstream. So when blood sugar is high, fat burning or ketosis is halted. What we want to focus on if we are going to consume some higher sugar fruits on keto is limiting that spike. And here are some ways to do that. Number 1, eat the fruit with fat. When you eat carbs with fat, the blood sugar spike is significantly lower than when you eat carbs on their own. Having some nut butter with an apple or pear is an example of how to do this. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Glucose Goddess on Instagram for these amazing graphics. She does a lot of experiments using a continuous glucose monitor to track her blood sugar, and all of the graphics I'm about to show are from her account. The next tip is to take a walk after eating. Taking a walk or exercising after you eat a high sugar fruit is another way to mitigate the blood sugar spike. Basically, your body is using the energy immediately to fuel your exercise, so the spike is lower. And the third tip is to eat whole fruit. Anytime you eat a fruit in its whole form, the blood sugar spike is going to be lower than if you eat the same fruit in a dried form or as a juice. As much as you can, opt for whole fruit options and avoid juices and dried variations. But once again, I want to reiterate, you will progress towards your goals faster the more you avoid high sugar fruit and stick to low sugar versions instead. Base your meals around nutrient-dense foods, rich in protein and fat, for the best and fastest results in terms of weight loss, lowering blood sugar, and reversing insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Now, before we wrap up, I want to take a quick moment to tell you about today's sponsor, Squarespace. You might know Squarespace for being a website builder, but it is so much more than that. Not only can you build a beautiful website that is customizable with no web design experience whatsoever, it also allows you to build a mailing list, send out email blasts, run an online store, accept transactions, and more. Their award-winning customer service team is available 24/7 to help you out with any questions you may have. And with built-in SEO optimization tools, you can make sure your website is showing up in search results by the right people. I have been using Squarespace to host my website and run my business for over 2 years now, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you want to start your free trial, head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate, and when you absolutely love it and decide to launch, use code healthcoachkate to save 10% off your order. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Anyways guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite keto-friendly fruit is, and also make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you did enjoy this video, you might also enjoy my video on how to eat the keto diet on a budget. You can check that out right here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can find it here. And if you want to check out my keto diet and carnivore diet coaching programs, you can find those here. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.